Hello, welcome to the Makeup Diaries. Well, it's all about Kate Moss today in the British press, about her storming off at the GQ Awards. So I thought I would recreate her makeup look, because I'm sure you've all been looking at her, and I thought she looked absolutely stunning. She had this amazing eyeline going right the way up with brown shadow, and I'll just show you a picture on my computer. There we go. Hopefully you can see that if it's clear. So I am going to show you how you can do this at home in a simple way. So first up, I've just put my hair up and in a ponytail, and if you look at the pictures it doesn't look overly neat, so don't really worry about it, but just get that ponytail nice and high so it shows off your cheekbones, and then add some great earrings, because she's got these lovely dangly earrings. In fact, hers come down to about there, but just grab any earrings you can. These were from Primark, so they're £1, can't go wrong. And you can see I've just kind of started an eye already, and all I've done is I've mixed some brown shadows and used a big brush and just gone across with this shadow. But you notice in the pictures that with the line, which I'm going to, this is just a stencil at the minute, I'll fill it in, she's got it going across like that, so it doesn't stop round here at the eye socket, it's going much more across, and then she's got kind of the gap there. So with a brown shadow, I'm using some from my MAC palette, but it doesn't really matter which one. You can see that line across there, and that's the exact look she's created. So again, a big brush, because it's just easy to get that shape, and you can just smudge it in. Okay, now I'll match up that eye in a minute, but you want it to look really smoky and kind of almost a bit messy. When you look at the pictures, it's not, it's got like that rocky feel, so the more you blend that in, it's going to look very good. So then I'm using a flat brush because I want to get the shape. Now I realise it's hard for you at home just to maybe get a liquid and do it in one go. You can do that, brilliant, but I wanted to make it simple for you. So if you look at the eye, her line is angling up. It doesn't go as high as the side of her eyebrow, but it kind of goes halfway. So, and it joins up to the bottom. So with a stencil, I'm going from the bottom up and I'm curving it round. Now when you think you've got that line, okay, then you can obviously go heavier and fill it in with the liner. And now I'm going to just smoke it all the way around. I'm just going to check back at the picture. Yep, she's got it smoked at that corner. And then it goes all the way up. And she also, and when she goes nearer the eye, the line gets a bit thinner. This is a really strong look, and I thought it looked great on her. So I'm going to move to the other eye. So I'm going round with that brush. So again, it's slightly heavier on the outer edge. And then to match it up, you've got to look dead straight and find that angle again. So I'm going to do it in the mirror. If I turn my head like that, hopefully you'll see it. Okay, and I'm going to take my lead from there and go up. There we go. It really is a fun look. Don't worry if this line's not straight at the minute, because we've still got a lot of blending to do. And I'm going to go all the way inside, making the line thinner the nearer I get to the centre. Okay, and then I'm going to go back to my browns. Again, I've got this palette and I'm kind of just dipping it in all four of those browns just to create a brown look. And it's got to go right across to meet that black line. It's almost, especially with the hair up, it's almost quite an Egyptian look. That's what I love about this look. You feel, yeah, very Egyptian-like. Now to make that stronger, I'm going to do two things. I'm going to line around the eye and go inside. So again, girls, get any black kohl. You don't have to use the exact kohl I'm using. Oh, smudged it a bit. And I'm going to go inside around the whole eye. That really tickles. Around the whole eye. And then on top, really close to the lash line, I'm going all the way around. You can see it's just making it that bit stronger the whole time. I'm going to repeat. This is actually a wearable look if you're going out in the evening. When you're first doing it, you think, oh, that line's going to be too long, but actually, if you go with the whole look, hair scraped back, put a bit of gel in it, big earrings, she's got nude lips, if you just work with those eyes, then I think this is a really fun look to create. So I'm just tying up that line there. Tying up that line, and then what I'm going to do is I'm going to go over the line with the black eye line, because it's going to define it even more. There we go, strong look. And you can always, so I'm just taking off, that was my guideline, I'm just taking off what line I don't need. I'm just going to have another look at the picture. Great. And I'm just going over the line just to really give it definition. Lost my my other eye. So now I'm going to just blend in the final bit of blending. You can use your finger and almost take off any excess. That's a great way. If you find you've come up too high, get your finger and just go like that. I'm going to use some white shadow up here. Yay, the sun's come out again. White shadow up there so that you really get that highlighted feel, and it will lift the eye. It's just all about kind of blending, going over, having a look at what you've created. So again, that brown eyeshadow, it's important that brown eyeshadow meets the eyeline. There we go. She's got nude lips, so I'm just going to use a bit of vanilla truffle, and she uses no gloss. So there we go. When you're using a nude colour, it can make your lips look dry, so just make sure you you could get a toothbrush and give yourself an exfoliation. That would be great. And I'm just going to finish off with some Rimmel mascara, because she does do all the advertising. Or she used to, I think Lily Cole does it now. So it's very fitting. Tons and tons of mascara. And I hope my little tricks of stenciling it in first is really going to help you. Because it is difficult and it can get really frustrating when you're trying to do that perfect straight line. But you know what, even if it's not going as straight as you hope, then all you've got to do, another way of making it look like it's not meant to be too neat, is with the flat brush, you can always just blend in that line and kind of smudge it. Kind of smudge it all the way up. So then it doesn't look like it has to be dead straight, you just keep smudging it. So there we go, that's the Kate Moss look, which is, yeah, quite easy to create. Use the stencils, use all the tricks, and get yourself some fabulous earrings. I'll see you very soon. Oh, by the way, competition's going great. Thanks for all the subscribers. You're all getting the right answers, and it's been great reading all your emails, so thank you so much. See you very soon. Bye.